Hi guys, welcome to your September quarter update for the Weinberg managed portfolios. Christmas is upon us and things are looking promising. We're able to connect with family and friends. Borders around Australia are reopening and it looks like 2021 is going to be a much more promising year. Now, going back to your quarterly update and how your funds have performed. Over the September quarter, the share markets continued their march upwards. This was mostly ignoring the deepening political uncertainty within the US and the renewed social distancing measures within certain countries. Investors seem to be comforted with the continued support that the governments and central banks continue to provide, throwing their weight around behind the global economic rebound. The Aussie share market delivered a relatively muted return over the quarter, as ongoing lockdowns within Victoria hindered the national recovery. However, the leaked reports around the federal government's stimulatory budget with tax cuts and infrastructure spending provided a lot of optimism, and the government's ongoing commitment to fighting the COVID-19 struck a chord with investors. Overseas markets maintained their run of outperformance against our domestic market, returning a 3.7% return over the quarter. So this was despite a stalled COVID-19 relief package in the US and renewed social distancing measures in the UK. The strong performance enjoyed by the Australian share market was again fueled by stellar performance of US tech stocks and hopes of a viable COVID-19 vaccine being announced in coming months. Now, specifically with regard to your underlying investments, the Lennox Australian Small Companies Fund continued to maintain that title of best performing fund for the quarter. It actually generated a return of 17%. Its investment in tourism company Sealink was the greatest contributor, and this was off the back of soaring demand for domestic travel within Australia as all the states have begun to reopen. The SGH ICE fund also continued its run of outperformance, delivering a quarterly return of 8%, and this outperformance was pleasingly broad-based. So there was only, I think, 2 stocks in the entire portfolio that detracted over the quarter. So this speaks to the high-quality investment that the professionals are running and the strategy that underpins our conviction in the fund. Lastly, the iShares Australian Listed Property Fund that delivered a sizable return to investors with a quarterly return of 7%. The exposure to office and retail property benefited from weakening social distancing guidelines across Australia, with offices beginning to open up and foot traffic through our shopping centres starting to normalise. So below this video, there'll be a link to your quarterly report. Please click that and that'll provide you a 2 to 3 page report on how your portfolios have performed. It'll also give you a bit of a snapshot on aggregated holdings, both globally and within Australia, with geographical and sector holdings as well. If you've got any questions about the reports or about your investment specifically, please feel free to reach out to myself or the team. We'll be more than pleased to help. Lastly, I'd like to wish you all the best with Christmas upon us. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hope you all spend some quality time with loved ones. And I'm personally looking forward to closing out the 2020 year, as I'm sure all of you are, and getting stuck into 2021. So all the best, Merry Christmas, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks.